It's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Ooh, mountains, bring it to its feet. Ooh. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one, with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years, there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment. So glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you love. For you the world just opens up, but it's so hard to say goodbye.
I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to American Leadership Academy commencement ceremony for the class of 2022. My name is Brent Bishop. I'm the director of ALA Ironwood, and I'm honored to be the master of ceremonies for tonight. And I want to extend a special welcome to all of you. We appreciate you joining us this evening. We do have an important favor to ask of all of our guests tonight. The town of Queen Creek has graciously partnered with ALA since 2018 to allow us the use of this facility for our graduations. Their one and only request is that we do not have confetti of any type in the arena. It creates problems for the grounds crew and ultimately for the animals. We ask that you help us honor their request by refraining from having any type of confetti in the arena. We appreciate your support in that regard. At this time, I would ask that you please rise for the procession of graduates. Welcome, seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, we would invite you to please remain standing for the performance of our national anthem, performed by the ALA Ironwood Concert Choir, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Xander Kelly, and finally, the Warrior Ethos, led by our Student Body Vice President, Nicolette Solata.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. I am a warrior. I do my duty. I serve a cause greater than myself. I'm accountable to my community and my family for my actions. I blame no one for my faults and give thanks for my abilities. I am governed by natural law. My mind is my most powerful weapon. I train to oppose evil in all of its forms. I will never quit, retreat, or cower in the face of an enemy. I protect the weak, I assist the elderly, and I care for those in need. I strive for perfection and ask the same for those who serve with me. I lead by example and have the highest moral standard. The truth is my constant companion. When the end comes, I will sing my warrior song and go to my reward with honor and dignity. I am a warrior.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Thank you to our concert choir, Xander and Nicolette, for your service to this proceeding tonight. All of you are very fitting representations of our class of 2022, and we are proud of you. It will now be my pleasure to introduce several distinguished guests that are here with us this evening. Several of these guests are from Charter One. Charter One is the organization that provides support and oversight to American Leadership Academy. First of all, if you would please welcome Mr. Rich Edwards from our Board of Directors. Mr. Bill Guttery former director of Ironwood High School and CEO of Charter One. Mr. Chris Moss, Division President for Charter One and American Leadership Academy in Arizona. Ms. Diane Fox, Chief Academic Officer for Charter One. And finally, a familiar face, Mr. Ray Turley, former director of Ironwood High School. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, there was a tragic shooting yesterday in Texas. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to the families and the school community affected by this. We ask that you would join us in observing a moment of silence in memory of those affected by this. Thank you. It will now be my pleasure to offer some opening remarks. As all of you know, I am very new here. While I have known many of you, I'm still learning a lot of names. So what could I possibly say that would mean anything to you tonight? Probably not much. Instead, let me reflect some of the thoughts and advice of the people who have worked so hard to help get you here. Those who know you much better than I do, your teachers. The following messages are from them. Listen carefully, as these may be the last lessons they teach you before you step into a larger world. You don't have to choose everything about your future today. Instead, every day, take baby steps in a direction that is important to you. Everything you do will become a piece of your puzzle. Choose your actions carefully and find value in everything. Your potential has no limits aside from those you place on yourself. Be smart with your money. It will literally pay off later. Continue living the raised values even after you leave ALA. COVID may have changed your high school experience, but it doesn't have to define it. Listen more than you speak. Be a reflection of the best parts of your family and friends. Keep your focus on your individual dreams and never give up on them. Choose your friends wisely. They will have an impact on who you become. You get to choose which voices you will listen to, and as a consequence, who you will become. Be the hardest worker in the room. Finally, and the most common response, you are loved and valued for who you are. Seniors, your teachers, and everyone else at ALA are proud of you. We know you have big things ahead of you. I hope that you are excited about what comes next. Make no mistake that challenges will be a part of your story, but you will determine what the final chapter will be. Regardless of what battle you are fighting, you can overcome it because you are warriors. Before I came here, I heard that Ironwood was not just a school, but that it was a family. I now know that that's true from experience, because this warrior family has treated my family like family, and I appreciate that. Seniors, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Isha Saida to the stage to welcome the class of 2022.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to our graduation ceremony for American Leadership Academy, Ironwood. Every one of you present here today or watching online have made an impact on the graduates who sit here today. And graduates, all our hard work these past 4 years has finally paid off, and we should be so proud of ourselves, our accomplishments, and the people we have grown to become in these 4 years. So when you walk up here, walk with all your confidence, because this is your moment to shine, and you deserve this moment. And as we continue the ceremony along, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Laura Ellsworth to the podium. Thank you.
That was a longer walk than I thought it would be, but there you go. This is for later, but they can sit and look at you so I don't drop them. Mr. Bishop, ALA dignitaries, families, friends, and holy cow, there's a lot of you graduates here today. I'm one of the lucky teachers that have been able to spend hundreds of hours with most of this graduating class, whether it's been in civics or economics or AP US history or AP government. Good heavens. And I've been so impressed with all of you throughout the years that we've been together. In my classes last week, we had kind of a similar discussion that I wanted to have tonight. So if you guys have heard some of this before, just think of it as, yay, I get another bonus moment of Mrs. Ellsworth preachifying good stuff and sending love and probably crying too much moment. It'll be okay. You seniors, you graduates, you remind me of all the things that we get to choose in life. I get to learn from you each day, and I'm humbled by your endurance. Through pandemics, dress code rules, all of your schedules, your family life, the unending puns of Carl Azus on CNN 10, and lots of hours sitting in very hard blue plastic chairs. You really have endured quite a lot. I love words. And I put quotes all over my home and in my classroom. And I even realized one day that I actually had words as ornaments on my Christmas tree. I think language matters. And I think that it has the power to help us become the people we really want to be. So I thought I might share tonight a couple of power quotations about choice and what's before you guys. J.K. Rowling had Dumbledore remind Harry Potter and us that it is our choices that show who we are, far more than our abilities. On our classroom board, there he goes. Bye-bye, George. We lost our duck. On our classroom board last week, I asked a question and wanted their responses to, where are you going to be in August? And I got some interesting responses on the board. One wrote, school and Flagstaff. Another wrote, ditto, very eloquent, was, all that. Others wrote GCU or CAC, living off my parents. Hey, goals. Yes. ASU, going on a mission, Loyola University. In a submarine somewhere. An apprenticeship, starting a business. Honda Tech in the middle of Iowa. U of A, and many, many other locations. So clearly you have the power to choose a lot of different paths. And then you get the chance to re-choose them later on if you need to. There are always second chances. There are always do-overs. Do some of you remember the Holocaust survivor that came and spoke on our campus several years ago? I think you're still in the zone to have remembered some of that. She spoke of her experience on a death march from one of the camps and described how she forcibly chose to remember a happier time as she was in the middle of that turbulence. Her ability to choose positivity in the midst of her circumstances made all the difference. Please remember that your ability to choose is always going to be with you, no matter whatever your circumstances are going to be. One of my favorite musicals is Into the Woods. It has a song at the end that's called No One Is Alone. And it sounds kind of like one of those finales where they link arms and go skipping off together into the sunset, right? But the lyrics are actually cautionary. The characters sing, careful, no one is alone. Sondheim's message is that we are interdependent. We're connected to each other. We affect each other. John Locke and James Madison would agree, yeah? We would. So we're grateful to have the choices in our lives. Maybe it's not wrong to take a moment and realize we do affect others. So let's choose wisely. Let's choose with care. A quotation from Ronald Reagan stares all who enter my room. He warned that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on to them to do the same. We are all hoping and counting on you to do the same, to choose what you can do with your common sense to monitor those people that are in power. Be aware of your rights and your responsibilities, and then step up with your good ideas and efforts. They really do matter. These little presidential rubber duckies that are the stars in our classroom, I hope remind us of, yes, the big, important, serious things that we decide, and also the need for some silliness around the edges. In our lives, hopefully, like these duckies, we'll also be able to float through the turbulent times of our lives and be able to sing with the great poet Bob Marley, every little thing really is going to be all right. So whether you're graduating from high school tonight, or if you're a bit outside that age, here are some verbs that I find help me focus, and maybe you'll like some of them and can add to your lifetime to-do list. Go, do, learn, create, sleep, meditate, listen, play, become, try, evaluate, reevaluate, plan, sleep, question, forgive, vote, endure, choose, thank, love, graduate, commence, and repeat it all over again. Class of 2022, know that you are seen and you are loved. Choose to be good to yourselves and to those people around you. Hopefully you felt and chosen to express thanks to your teachers, to your coaches, to your counselors and admin. Oh yeah, and to your friends and your family, your dad and your mom. They've all shaped the person you are today. History does have its eyes on you. And I know the choices you will make will lead to incredible things. Keep us posted on it all. Thank you.
All right. Please welcome to the stage our senior class president, Samantha Zambrano.
Good evening, students, family, friends, and faculty. Thank you for joining us tonight for the graduation of American Leadership Academy Ironwood's class of 2022. Guys, we did it. This moment is the culmination of the past 13 years of our lives. We have worked so hard to make it to this spot right here. The sleepless nights of studying, getting Mrs. Cherry's reading homework in before 11:59, and using photo math for every math assignment have finally come to an end. Tonight we sit here surrounded by our closest friends and family as we celebrate one of the most exciting moments of our lives. I would be lying if I stood here and said I enjoyed every moment of high school. Trust me, I took geometry twice. But just like a majority of us here, I did a lot of soul searching in high school. There were a lot of moments in which I felt unsure of the decisions I was making. But if there's one thing I learned in high school that I want to share with all of you, it is how important it is to get out of your comfort zone and take risks. Apply for that school, interview for that job, and go wherever your heart takes you. I hope you take your abilities to write a 5-page essay in one night everywhere with you in life. When our teachers said they were preparing us for the real world, I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about.
But most importantly, I hope you create a life you are proud of. And if at first you don't, I hope you find the motivation to start another one. I cannot say we will never fail, but may we take that failure and use it as redirection towards where we are meant to be. Even now, looking back to the start of freshman year, we started at the bottom, but now looks like the whole team's here. And although I may be biased, I think the class of 2022 is the most special one yet. Within our high school careers, we were faced with a global pandemic, a presidential election, and the devious lick challenge. We have created friendships and memories worth telling our families about. This class has come together in unimaginable ways to be there for one another. Within the walls of ALA Ironwood High School, friends turned into family. And as my time up here comes to an end, I want to thank all my teachers, friends, and family who have helped me in becoming the person I am today. Most importantly, I want to thank my parents. My parents have sacrificed so much for me to be successful, and without them, I don't think I would be up here. My mom does so much for my sisters and I. She holds the house down when my dad's away. She's had to learn how to take care of horses, mow the lawn, and grill some mean carne asada. My dad, who flew home Monday night just to watch me, is here in the crowd. He spends 6 months out of the year in Alaska, providing for my family and I. He works to give me the life he never had. So I just want to say thank you, Mom and Dad. I love you. And finally, to end off, I would like to say I wish you all the best, but not in the cliche, I hope you have a good life way, but in the way I wish you absolutely nothing but success and happiness. I wish for all of you to see the good in every moment you will ever experience from this moment on. I don't wish failure upon any of you, but if you do fail, I hope you find the strength to move on and try again. It has been my greatest pleasure serving as your senior class president this year. I hope you all have enjoyed your senior year. As you all prepare yourselves to enter the workforce, join the military, or attend college, I want you all to remember one thing. Trust the process. Trust the process in every aspect of your life and through every obstacle you may face. Always trust the process of your own life. And as Charlie from Perks of Being a Wallflower once said, and in that moment, I swear we were infinite. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. It is now time for our class valedictorian and salutatorian to offer their thoughts to the class of 2022. The valedictorian and salutatorian are not only graduating this evening, they are graduating first and second in their class, respectively, in terms of academic order of merit. This is an extraordinary achievement, and it is a testament to the dedication and effort these outstanding young adults have displayed over the last 4 years. These exceptional students will now take part in a very long and honorable tradition of presenting the salutation and valediction to their classmates. The salutatorian for the class of 2022 has a 4.54 weighted GPA and has excelled in academics and performing arts. Without question, he has been an exceptional student at ALA. It is my pleasure to introduce your class of 22 salutatorian, Cannon Jones.
Well, Mr. Bishop, you're tall. Perfect. Well, Devin, I'll say it. You beat me fair and square. Congratulations. No hard feelings on being valedictorian, though. I forgive you. At least, that's what my therapist told me to say. My lawyer, on the other hand, wants a word with you after the ceremony. To everyone else, though, you made it. Let that sink in for just a minute. All of the stress over projects and finals over the years, all the late nights, the drama between friends, the worry over passing a certain class, gone. All of it has amounted to this, and all of it has paid off, seeing as you're here. I know for some of you this day couldn't get here fast enough, But let me tell you, whatever things you say you hated about school and made you feel this way, when you think back on high school in the future, I can almost guarantee you're not going to look back with regret. You're not going to think of the times you left your due homework on the counter before school, nor the group projects where you did all the work while the other kids played the Pac-Man Google Doodle, nor the times Mrs. Cherry cornered you in the hallway and reenacted the interrogation scene from The Dark Knight as she grilled you about joining cross-country for the 7th time as she threatened you. Oh, wait, was that just me? That's my bad. Well, anyway, you're not going to remember any of that. You're going to think about going to your senior prom and having a blast. You'll recall that time your truck engine combusted when you and your friends were driving at 10:30 at night. You'll remember watching Andy Allen rap Ice Ice Baby in the Mr. Warrior show. Unless, of course, you didn't go to that, at which point, yes, feel free to mourn. But my point is, no matter how you felt, when you think back on these past 4 years, you'll remember that all of the good memories that you made, and that you did make good memories. But those memories are a group effort, and I want to take this moment to express my and our gratitude for all the people who helped us through the years. First of all, our teachers. You guys have an often thankless job. No matter what, you're the bad guy. Why are you failing me? What can I do to get my grade up? Like, seriously, how many times do you guys hear that sentence? You mean besides actually doing your work for once? But all of you teachers have put your heart and soul every day into getting us to this point. We can't thank you enough, and your efforts do not go unappreciated. Next, our families. Everyone here supporting us now. You've been the moral support behind the scenes from the beginning. Thank you for all that you've done in all forms. I know for me, my parents have encouraged me in all that I've done, backing me up in track, theater, dance, the Mr. Warrior pageant. Thanks for letting me try everything and being so supportive. I couldn't have handpicked a better set of parents. And Kimball, my partner in crime, I think he's somewhere over here. We almost never go somewhere without the other. Thank you for being the smart part of my brain when mine fails, repeatedly. Everyone, look to your family as you continue into this next stage of your life. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Lastly, I'd like to thank our friends who, to some of us, are our family. Everything's so much better with the right people at your side. And I've found the greatest set of friends anyone could ask for. People who check in on me daily, who trust me to help them, who make me laugh on a minute-to-minute basis. You guys have made this the best year of my life, and I'm sorry that all I can do to say thanks is say thanks. But I'm sure that I speak for everyone to their own friends when I do say thank you. My second page is not here. Awesome. Well, it appears my second page of my speech is not here, but I'm pretty sure I remember what I was going to say. I don't want to take too much time here tonight because we all have places to be. I don't want to bore you or, frankly, myself by speaking too long. And so I just want to leave you with 3 tips that I have found make a difference in my life in terms of being happy and content with where I am. Number 1, smile. Holy heck, smile. Smiling is one of the easiest things you can do, and yet I've seen some of your mugshots in the yearbook. You know who I'm talking about. Smiling is your body's way of, actually, fun fact, your science fact of the day. You thought you were done learning by now, but smiling can actually trick your brain into thinking it's happy. When you're dealing with bad times, the best you can do is smile. Frowning and pouting about it won't change anything, so smile. Second, look to your family and your friends. They're always backing you up, and no one is meant to go through this life alone. You have many people backing you up, whether you remember it or not. So always look to them. You know, I said I wasn't going to cry, and then Mrs. Ellsworth spoke, and the waterworks just came. And third of all, I want to say, be thankful. You have so much to be thankful for here here in the time period that you're in, for modern technology, for the government and the country that you live in. Remember to be thankful for the things that you have, for the people you have supporting you, and the friends and the family, the experiences that you've had. You have a lot to be thankful for, and you will be so much happier when you look to that and you don't forget to express your gratitude. That is. So I just want to say, to remind you, if nobody has told you recently, that I am proud of you. If no one's told you that, I want you to know that I am. I truly am. Even if I don't know you personally or really at all, it takes a lot of effort to make it here, and everyone has had their own personal experiences and trials and hardships in getting to this point. It takes a lot of effort to make it through 13, yes, 13 counting kindergarten, years of school. And I want to say good job. And for Mrs. Ellsworth, James Madison, God bless you all and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Cannon. The valedictorian for the class of 2022 is also an extraordinary student and young adult. He has an astonishing 4.58 weighted GPA and has consistently demonstrated the very highest degree of academic excellence. He has also demonstrated excellence across a wide range of academic subjects and is thus a great example of ALA's desire for its graduates to be well-rounded and to develop in more than just core academic areas. This year's valedictorian is, beyond any doubt, deserving of the top academic award our school presents. I am pleased to invite him to the podium to offer the valedictory remarks. Your 2022 valedictorian is Devin Henry.
Okay, it works. Cannon, you can send me the bill for your therapy. I promise I got you wherever you are out there. Well, you guys, here we are. After 4 long years of sitting down in classes, hanging out with friends, and just having the most joy that we ever could have had, we're here with each other just the way that we started everything out. I'm sure that everybody here in this venue, whether graduate or parents out above, can agree with the statements I've just said. At the end of this journey, there are a couple different stories that we're going to be telling future generations for how we lived. On top, of course, of climbing Mount Everest every day to get to school and walking thousands and thousands of miles to get to first hour, we'll be able to tell them of the last dance that was high school. Staying up late any chance we got, partying with friends for any occasion that would allow it, and all in all, having what would be in those moments some of the best of our lives. On the other hand, there'll be those stories of the late night cram sessions, the times of holding up with a book and family and relaxing on an evening, and yes, proving to those teachers out there that a project or an essay can be finished in one night, I promise. No matter which category you fit into, though, there's one thing that always remains true. High school is a truly singular experience, and just as all of our lives should be. Now, by no means am I going to sit up here and try to explain every single person's story out here, because quite frankly, I can never do all of them justice. In the midst of the group tonight, there are all sorts of people, from the first-time high school graduates, those the first to attend college, and those results, above all else, deserve much more commendation than my simple words could ever allow it or ever allot it. These are no small feats, and they deserve to be recognized by everyone. And for every single student out here, you've all had to go through your own adversity to get to this moment. And you, above all else, should be proud of every single thing that you've done leading up to this moment in time. And not only that, but you put up with it with mostly a level head, because it's okay that we all have our moments. But to sit here for anyone, I should say, to sit here and say that you haven't done or have done something that everybody should do in their lives, don't listen to it. You've done something that only you, every single one of you out here, could have done for yourself. And for that, I'm proud of you. We're proud of you. And everybody in here should be as well. The world laid out before us is one of a rather unforgiving nature, as I'm sure many can attest to. The road we travel upon will be filled with the bright lights of opportunity, as well as the cavernous lows of failure. There seemingly isn't much room for error in a time and in a world where there just doesn't seem to be. However, it's about having the strength and courage about yourself to go down these roads. And if it all doesn't work out, as many have said, to begin again anew. Rocky Balboa once said, life isn't about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. If there's one thing that's proven true about this so far, it's the fact that life can take some pretty good swings at us, whether in forms of essays or AP exams. But we've kept moving forward regardless of what it threw at us. We're going to make countless mistakes in the years that we have in front of us, and in those, the consequences are bound to vary. There's hearing the car lock outside when your mom told you to do the dishes and you didn't, and then there's also thinking that a test was open note, only to find out the next day that it isn't. Don't let the fear of these mistakes hinder your ability and drive to do what it is that you want in your life, because no matter what, there's always something there to be had. Embrace the fact that you have a choice in the matter, and be grateful for the fact that life offers you not a dull and boring road to travel upon, but one filled with the bright lights of adventure and the people surrounding you. Branch out, explore it, take it all in, because just from me to you, your life isn't and shouldn't ever be dictated by anyone other than you. Go on that trip, go to that hangout with friends, ask out that person. If Internet Explorer has the audacity to ask you to be your default browser, you can definitely ask out that person, I promise. But above all else, be unapologetically you. Your life isn't one that's meant to be bottled up by fear or the reactions of what other people may say to you. Nor should you be wondering about the what ifs. Life's too short, so live it, and live it for you. If there's one thing we have to carry with all of us, it's the memories that we have and the memories we've made. As a matter of fact, at one point, they'll be the only things we ever have of some of the people that we love the most. We'll have the great ones, of course, staying out late with friends at a house, a night out, going out late without a care in the world. Inversely, we'll also have the bad ones. I'm not going to take the time to talk about this too much, as everyone has their own view of the matter, but there's one thing that remains true. Every day you wake up has the chance to be the best day of your life, so take it and own it. Every day also has a chance to be absolutely horrible, but again, we won't talk about those because the consequences vary. If not from me, as I don't have nearly enough experience to truly understand it all. Take it from a visionary mind who has been affecting us for over 3 decades as to what he's thought about us and everything else. This man's son had spent an entire day of just a horrible one. Got detention after school, got arrested, got handcuffed to a pole, left outside a restaurant, had to wait hours upon hours for his father to come pick him up. And upon his dad coming to pick him up, he says to Dad, you know what? I just had the single worst day of my life. And his father stops him in his tracks. He says, you've had the worst day of your life so far. Now, Homer Simpson doesn't seem as if he's the type to offer any type of substantial advice on any of this, but that's what means so much. It's the fact that taking it a day at a time, stopping to smell the roses, enjoying what life has in front of us is what makes it so precious. And appreciate the gift that is your life and you sitting here now. Whether the appreciation comes through a favorite show, your love of music, your loved ones, or the person that you love the most in your life that you'll discover one day. Enjoy it, hold on to it, and don't let it go. Slow and steady wins the race. And if Tortoise and the Hare taught us absolutely anything, it's that with great haste makes for great mistakes in our lives. And remember that as you go forth from here. Never underestimate the value of a kind word. Hold a door open. Give someone a compliment that can make their day even brighter, because I promise you, a few seconds of your time can mean a few years of happiness to somebody else, whether you realize it or not. Now, of course, we have all of the teachers to thank for all of us being up here, because each and every single one of you, whether you realize it or not, have impacted my life greatly and the lives of your students greatly. And it's far more than we could ever hope to express with simple words. To all of my friends, to all of you out here, you are all truly wonderful people. And I couldn't be more grateful for the fact that I've had a chance to speak in front of you and to say everything that I have. And above all else, to my family, who each and every single day provides me with a reason to get up and keep going. To my wonderful girlfriend for the past 17 months, I don't know how you've kept putting up with me. And above all else, to my mother, my father, and my sister. Through my best moments and my worst, you've all provided me with nothing just except warm embraces and kind words. And for that, I couldn't be thankful enough. And I love you all so dearly. And just to you, class of 2022, I couldn't be more proud of you. As to engage in the age-old cliche, as we've said before, we did it. But more importantly than that, class of 2022, you, each and every single one of you, did it for yourselves. Thank you all very much for the chance to speak to me, and congratulations, you guys. Amazing job.
All right. Thank you, Devin. Ladies and gentlemen, the ALA Concert Choir would now like to recognize our graduates by performing Shine Like Stars. Thank you, Concert Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, and class of 2022, this is what we've been waiting for, the awarding of the diplomas. Graduates, as you walk across the stage, please remember that the diploma you're about to receive is more than just a piece of paper. It represents 13 years of formal education, countless hours of individual study, tremendous sacrifice, and amazing accomplishments. Receiving this diploma is a major milestone, one that will open the door to infinite possibilities as you begin the next chapters of your lives. Distinguished guests, if you would please join us on the stage, we will proceed with awarding of diplomas. The names this evening will be read by Mr. Raleigh Jones, our Assistant Director of Academics.
All right, will the graduates in the first row please rise and come forward? Parents, family, and friends, I want to direct your attention to the program. We've got little footnotes that will highlight all of the diplomas and awards that the graduates have earned, which are also represented physically by their stoles and by their cords. All right. Jessica Helena Anamchak. Alexander Allen. Andrew Allen. Jordan Allen. Nicole Valentina Alred. Emily Elizabeth Armstrong. Tyrone Sauleo Adelig. Benjamin Lewis Ballard. Jack Barnes. Edward Leonel Bautista. Juan Carlos Bautista Elias. Shavena Badu. Peyton Bowen. Isabella Aragon Box. Raya Rose Bridge. Cooper Brinkerhoff. Kiana Brogdon. Kaylee Buell. Jalen Silva Calderon. Kylie Nicole Call. Jaden Kama. Mateo Carlton. Emmanuel Carriedo Baca. Odyssey Carroll. Daniel Casillas. Jennifer Castro Ramirez. Luke Leroy Chaffin. Jared Chaparro. Tyler Chapman. Paula Lisette Chi Verbeek. Tyler Clark. Cadence Coleman. Mackenzie Conklin. Mark Corona. Kaylee Cortez. Sam Cordemanche. I got this. Itzel Cuellar Ayala. Casey Ann Cunningham. Ethan Davis. Paris Monique de la Luz. Mateo Alexander Delgado Torres. Parco De Niro. Sarah Nicole Downs. Wow. Jordan Easton. Hunter Jacob Eckhart. Caden Edgerton. Devin Elliott. Jeremy Engstrom. Ricardo Enriquez Cortez. Taylor Elizabeth Epke. Christopher Roger Shota Erwin. Hunter Theodore Dean Everett. Haley Marie Felton. Talia Fowler. Natalie Penelope Francis. Grace Noelani Fremmer. Chloe Anastasia Fry. Hensley K. Fuller. Hannah Lee Garman. Jalissa Marie Garriott. Caleb Ellis Gaston. Talia Randy Geiger. Haley Giles. Cassandra Gonzalez Uriarte. Ali Sher Goraya. Hader Ali Goraya. Olivia Autumn Gray. Whitney Leanne Griffin. Isaac Charles Griffith. Kayla Gunnison. Catherine Gutierrez. Ezra Ham. Ryan Hammer. Christian Hardenberg. Lacey Harper. Jordan Celeste Hartman. James Darrell Hatch. Joya Heyman. Devin Tay Henry. William Henson. Mason Hirsch. Caden Ross Hilton. Gustav Hogadal. Braylee Michelle Horman. Bryce Householder. Gage Thomas Hauschel. Megan Lynn Hudson. Diego Ibarra. Emmerich Eisnogel. Noah Daniel Jackson. Lily Jacobson. Talia James. Ashley Johnson. Cannon Jones. Jason Lee Karen. Rosalind Keeley. Xander Ashton Kelly. Rebecca Marie Kendall. Nolan Kelsavan. Emily Ann Keener. Ryan Arthur Knight. Rafael Lara Jr. Kelsey Larson. Aiden Larson. Caroline Naomi Lazo. An Lee. Liliana Marie Laguerre. Faith Callie Elaine Lindenstein. Sadie Mae Linderholm. Tyler Daniel Lorman. Cody Long. Dominic Joseph Lopez. Jose Lopez. Stuart Lopez. Sophia Lawrence. Jasmine Kayla Lewis. Kaylin Luce. Sydney Nicole Luttrell. Hannah Asuncion Magsano. Kevin Marin. Alexandra Morocco. Danny Martin. Leonel Noel Martinez Cervantes. Austin McCormick. Carmen Mendez. Jacob Ezra Mendoza. Addison Page Miller. Michaela Marie Mills. Maxwell Xander Mock. Weston Montgomery. Cristobal Raul Morales. Ashley Nance. Mikelti Ansa Nwama. Leah Lorraine Nunley. David O'Connell. Elijah O'Connell. Francisco Olmeyer. Rosemarie Lynn Olson. Joseph Owsley.
That's good, right?
Zidlali Padilla. Sophia Palateri. Tristan Paulson. Callahan Pierce. Elijah Pensis Ramirez. Thomas Pyrkowski. Lillian Grace Plonsky. Kylie Lynn Post. Inaya Gulzar Cash. Isaac Eliezer Quiles Mercado. Caitlin Rasmussen. Gabriel A. Ricucci. Aiden Rebold. Alessandro Rodriguez Robles. Anthony Romano. Tierra Rosette. Nicolette Gabriela Salada. Hafid Sanchez. Liana San Miguel. Devin J. San Nicolas. Haley Nicole Scow. Sienna Lene Serrano. Leah Michaela Shea. Emma Jane Seiler. Blake Sytek. Catherine Rose Smith. Mac Smith. Nicholas Sotochi. Madeline Southard. Connor St. John. Braden Lane Stroshine. Sydney Stubberfield. Tanner Eric Sweetnam. Isha Torazia Mustafa Sayeda. Mark Antonio Tampos. Dallin William Tanner. Elijah Christopher Taylor. What's happening? Torrin Bradley Taylor. Ashton Tetmeyer. Preston Thompson. Tabitha Victoria Rosetta Thompson. Chloe Ann Trusty. Eli Van de Vender. Christina Josephine Vates. Joshua Vasquez. Maria Belen Verbeck Sabatier. Adam Vest. Vigola Faith Washington. Caleb Hepworth Webster. Blake Michael Werlinger. Maddie White. Elise White. Dalton Williams. Caitlin Diana Deering Williams. Raquel Williams. Kaylee Wormel. Hannah E. Wright. Abraham Yeomans. Ready for this? Samantha Zambrano.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the class of 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a long-standing tradition for the principal of a graduating class to formally present the class to the school's district leadership as part of the commencement ceremony. The presentation is a public declaration that the students of the class have met all requirements for graduation. Tonight, I will present the class of 2022 to Rich Edwards, member of the American Leadership Academy Board. Class of 2022, would you please rise? Mr. Edwards, the students before you include those who have met the graduation requirements as set forth by the state of Arizona and the American Leadership Academy Board. Tonight, I am able to certify that they have demonstrated the leadership expected of students of American Leadership Academy, and I further certify that they have conducted themselves in a manner consistent with our vision and values. In light of these facts, and in keeping with the high traditions of American Leadership Academy, it is my great honor as director of the American Leadership Academy, Ironwood High School, to present to you the ALA Ironwood class of 2022.
Director Bishop, on behalf of the American Leadership Academy Board, I hereby accept the graduating class of 2022 from ALA Ironwood High School, and I confer upon the class members who have met all graduation requirements the diploma of the American Leadership Academy and the state of Arizona, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations.
At this time, the class of 2022 student body president, Isha Saida, will come forward to lead the class in the ceremony turning of the tassels.
All right, guys, it goes from the right to the left, and we did it. Congrats!
Family, friends, and alumni, this concludes tonight's ceremony. Graduates, please remember to see your staff line leader to pick up your diplomas before you leave the arena floor. Families, you are welcome to join your graduates at the back of the arena to celebrate with them. Please be safe traveling home. Thank you, Warriors. Swords up.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good that tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel it. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Let's live it up. I got my money. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it. Like, oh my God. Jump out that sofa. Let's get off.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go. Let's go way out, spaced out and losing our control.
Fill up my cup. Mazel tov. Look at her dancing. Just take it off. Let's paint the town. We'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. 'Cause I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I feel tonight's the night. Hey, let's live it up.
Let's live it up.
I got my money. Hey, let's spin it up. Let's spin it up. Go out and smash it.
Smash it.
Like, oh my God.
Like, oh my God.
Jump out that sofa.
Come on.
Let's get off. Fill up my cup.
Drink.
Mazel tov.
L'chaim.
Look at her dancing.
Move it, move
Just
it.
take it off. Let's paint the town.
Paint the town.
We'll shut it down.
Shut it down.
Let's burn the roof.
And then we'll do it again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And do it. And do it. Let's live it up and do it. And do it. And do it. Do it. Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Here we come. Here we go. We gotta rock. Easy come. Easy go. Now we on top. Feel the shot. Body rock. Rock it. Don't stop. Round and round. Up and down. Around the clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Saturday to Sunday. Get with us. You know what we say. Party every day. Party every day. And I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night. I'm feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good, good night.
Woke up on the right side of the bed. What's up with this Prince song inside my head? Hands up if you're down to get down tonight. 'Cause it's always a good time. Slept in all my clothes like I did